I think this past season, Justin Fields put up enough numbers to be Pro Bowl worthy. Now, you might say, John, what the hell are you talking about? He barely played, got hurt, not enough passing yards. Well, if you follow the Pro Bowl closely enough, Tyler Huntley made the Pro Bowl this past week as an alternate QB for the AFC. Started 4 games. 2 touchdowns, 3 picks, made the Pro Bowl. And really, I mean, this begs the question already, why the hell's the Pro Bowl still even existing? Why is this still happening? Why is the NFL subjecting us to this lame-ass football in which apparently anybody makes the All-Star game, right? Everybody gets in, just like the Hall of Fame. We talked about this last week. Now everybody gets in. Same with the NFL and the Pro Bowl. You know, back in the day, even when I was a kid, the Pro Bowl meant something. Everybody went to Hawaii. They actually hit and tackled. Now there's not even a game this year. Not even a game for the Pro Bowl this year. There's nothing. They're doing a skills competition. How much of a joke is that? Skills competition. They're not doing anything of significance. And on top of it, Tyler Huntley is worthy enough to make it. Tyler Huntley. 2 touchdowns, 3 picks, and yet Justin Fields not even in consideration, not even on the table to make it in. Well, at that point, if Huntley's good enough to make it, why the hell is Justin Fields not in? And see the problem with the Pro Bowl? And by the way, and I saw a NFL Hall of Fame voter put this out on Twitter yesterday, great point. You know, the Pro Bowl and the selections count towards your Hall of Fame case. So if you make or don't make the Pro Bowl, it will be counted against you when they sit there in Canton and weigh whether or not you deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. Just like in baseball with the All-Star game. Same with the NBA. So by the way, right now, Tyler Huntley is considered a better overall player than Justin Fields. If Tyler Huntley retired today, he'd have more Hall of Fame credentials than Justin Fields. Think about that. And this is the game that we're concerned about. This is the game we're talking about. This is the game that's coming up this weekend on Sunday. I've always maintained this. The Pro Bowl is the biggest joke of an All-Star game amongst all the major sports. It even is worse than the NHL All-Star game, and those scores are 11-10, 12-10. NBA All-Star game, they go up to 200 points. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. This game is the worst All-Star game of every single sport, and to me, it should be completely eliminated. And again, this counts for Hall of Fame stuff. So according to the players and coaches, because that's who brings in alternates, not the fans, Tyler Huntley's a better quarterback than Justin Fields. Tyler Huntley's a better quarterback than a number of other guys who didn't make it in. Matthew Stafford, limited time. Trevor Lawrence just got in as an alternate the other day. So Trevor Lawrence just got in, barely. And yet Huntley is on that same level. They're both Pro Bowl alternates, right? So that means Trevor Lawrence with 4,000 passing yards, 20 touchdowns, 6 picks is equal to Tyler Huntley with 2 touchdowns, 3 picks, 4 games started. See what I mean? See how ridiculous this is? And yet it's Hall of Fame-esque and Hall of Fame worthy. And they weigh this stuff out when somebody retires and their career is over. There are so many other quarterbacks who probably would have been more deserving in the AFC than Tyler Huntley. Jacoby Brissett, he played half the year, but guess what? If Tyler Huntley's qualified, why not Jacoby Brissett? Did a great job before Deshaun Watson came back from suspension. Brissett did a great job, and he kept Cleveland in the playoff race. In fact, Deshaun Watson coming back hurt Cleveland's playoff chances. They went downhill from there. But no, he's not good enough to make it. Tua Tagovailoa had the most votes amongst anybody from the fans, still not in the Pro Bowl. Not named as the starter, not named as an alternate. Can anybody explain that to me? Tua had 26 touchdowns, 8 picks, good year despite all the injuries. Voted in as number 1 by the fans. Not in the Pro Bowl today. Not as a starter, not as an alternate. So somebody with 26 touchdowns and 8 picks can't get in, despite overwhelming fan support, but somebody with 2 touchdowns and 3 picks in 4 games can get in because of support from players and coaches. Make it make sense to me. That is such a disgrace, and I think for me, that just puts the Pro Bowl over the edge. When I was a kid, again, Hawaii, it meant something. All the players got a free trip to Hawaii with their families. Elite players were selected, not scrubs or backup quarterbacks off the street who could barely play football. It meant something. There was significance. And at the end of the day, when your career was over and you retired, Pro Bowls counted. Hey, he made 10 Pro Bowls, Hall of Famer. He made 2, probably not. Still works like that today, but now the game isn't even a game. It's not in Hawaii, and apparently anybody could get in. What's the point of it then? Why even do a Pro Bowl? Don't do an all-star game. Have everybody be named to the all-pro team, 1, 2, or 3 at a third team, and let it go. That's it. Want to talk about awards and recognition? Make one of those 3 teams and prove that you're really good enough to be there instead of the Pro Bowl where everybody gets in, alternates are named, and somebody like Tyler Huntley, a backup quarterback with no name, with no stats, with no credentials whatsoever, is allowed to be there. I mean, I think the NFL should retire this game. They already did retire the game itself because nobody started to hit anymore. Nobody started to play. They half-assed it the whole time. They started doing wraparound. I mean, that's backyard football. I played that with my siblings growing up. Wraparound football. Don't touch one another. Don't hurt one another. Be careful. Now they're doing it. Now the pros are playing wraparound backyard football. Are you kidding me? And now it's turned into a skills competition, which they had before. They've always had a skills competition every year. Those were actually fun to watch. But now the whole game is some sort of competition. What? No more Hawaii. No more big lights, big city. No more significance. It's a skills competition with anybody getting in. Sounds like the Baseball Hall of Fame. But no, it's the NFL Pro Bowl. I will maintain to this day the only All-Star game that still means something, that's still significant, is the MLB All-Star game. They play their asses off. You're not going to just lob in an 85-mile-per-hour fastball and let somebody take it deep. They're throwing 100 miles per hour in the All-Star game, putting everything into it. And up until a few years ago, the game mattered. The winner would get home field advantage in the World Series. I wish they still kept that rule. They got rid of it. I wish they still kept it because that was the only game in all of professional sports that actually truly, truly meant something. There was something that came of it. There was a reason for everybody to team up and play hard. They got rid of the rule, but they still play hard to their credit. There's no 10-10 All-Star game. It's 4-1, 2-3. Something low scoring. Everybody competes and plays their ass off. NHL's 11-10. Goalies don't try. Nobody cares. It's just a PR event. NBA, there were 200 points in an All-Star game a couple of years ago. Everybody just lobbing up dunks, shooting threes. That's for the All-Star. That's for the slam dunk contest. Why are we doing that in the game? Play the game. When I was a kid, it still sucked even, but it wasn't as bad as it is now. And the Pro Bowl was hard-hitting, fun. And now it's not even a game. There's no game involved. There's nothing. How do you even determine who wins? It's not a competition. How do you determine who's good enough? How do you determine, hey, you know what? They won or they lost. They have NFC, AFC. Does everybody win? Everybody get a participation trophy? Probably that's how they do it now. Makes no sense. I'm not a fan of what they've done to the game, and I'm not a fan of Tyler Huntley getting in. And the reason why, mainly, again, is because Hall of Fame-wise, career-wise, that means he's a better quarterback than Justin Fields today. And if you're going to let Tyler Huntley get in, and if you're going to say that by, I guess, players and coaches voting that he's better than Justin Fields, you're damn crazy. You got a problem. You obviously don't know how to evaluate football players. That's my whole issue with it. I don't care if it's AFC, NFC. The point is, if Tyler Huntley could sneak into the AFC, why can't Justin Fields sneak in as an alternate in the NFC? Jalen Hurts won't be in the Pro Bowl. Put in Justin Fields then. Not saying Justin Fields had an amazing season, but if Tyler Huntley is the standard, then why is Justin Fields not there? 7th most rushing yards in the entire NFL this year as a quarterback. Almost broke the record for most in a season, and he didn't even play 16, 17 games. Let him in. You're telling me that Tyler Huntley's a better Hall of Fame resume. You're telling me Tyler Huntley's a better player than Justin Fields, and that we all know is so wrong. The NFL really needs to clean this up. I don't know what the hell the selection process is, but it's a joke. And something needs to change on that front.